Tom, thanks for talking to us. That was an interesting game, was it not?
Yeah, it was. I thought we were very even when it was 11v11. Probably not a straight red card, if I'm being honest. But we've been very professional. We've stuck at our game plan when they went down to 9 men. We've kept the ball well. We've kept going forward, and we've got what we deserve today.
When you say probably not a straight red, you mean either of them, or which one are you talking about? Both?
Yeah, both, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, you can't really feel sorry for them, and we're in a worse position than they are, and we take all the luck that we can get. But yeah, he's had a big part to play, the referee, today.
Right, and we haven't had that sort of luck, have we, all season, really, to be honest. So I mean, we'll take it. I think position that we're in and everything. I mean, you would agree with that, I suppose. Yeah,
definitely. When you're down there, you don't seem to get the rub of the green. So anything at the minute is going to help us. I thought we played well. I thought we were keeping the ball well. We kept our shape well. The attitude from the lads and the work rate was superb, as it has been for the last couple of games. So I thought we was slightly edging it, 11v11. But obviously that's helped us out today.
Yeah, I was going to say that when it was 11v11, I thought we were doing all right, and particularly in that first half, I thought the two centre backs were doing well, which was good, and we had midfield, and with King up front, I mean, and yourself, you know, we were putting some pressure on them. Some nice football played actually in that first half before they went down to 9. Yeah,
we do. We work a lot on training, keeping the ball, a lot of possession games, and all the players in the squad are good ball players. So it's great to see it working out there. Like you said, Kingy there, he's been absolutely different class again for his 4 or 5 games that he's been here, and we will miss him.
So how do we cover for that then? What's your thinking going into the Leamington game next week, and you know where the goal's going to come from? We've had 3 from him today. What's your thinking around that?
You probably should have had 3 from me as well today.
Well, somebody said to me, Tom, the first thing you've got to do is ask him about that header.
Yeah, the second half header was, that was the easiest one, I think. But not to be for me today. It was Kingy's day. But Gerard's come on, scored a goal, scored against Boston as well. So we're not worried. My goals will come. I go on these runs where I don't score for a few, and then unlock a few in a couple of games. So not worried at that side of it, to be honest.
Right, and talking about the young lads that have been coming in and playing, I mean, you've had to change it over, game by game really, but we've now got all these young lads. We've got some seasoned professionals as well. So how do you view it? How do you balance it with all that and picking your team on a Saturday or a Tuesday?
To be honest, the lads that train well and play well will get the shirt. I thought we did well second half Boston when we went back to a 4-4-2. The first half against Gainsborough here, I thought we were superb. Probably took the foot off the gas a little bit in the second half, but I thought the lads did enough to keep the shirts, and that's why it was the same starting 11 today. We have got to get that balance right of the young lads and the experienced lads. I think that's massive for any team, and I think we've got that at the minute.
And thinking about Jeff King, I mean, the smile on his face at the end of the game, he's clearly had great experience, and that'll go to other clubs who might want to lend us players, and if he's enjoyed it that much, you could see it today, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. He's gonna go back there and feed back to Bolton what a good club we are. So it'd be great to create a link with them. He's a superb player. I've got a feeling he'll have a good career in the game. But yeah, he's absolutely loved it, and if he could stay, then he would.
Right, okay, right. A question I wanted to ask you, a few people have been sort of talking to me about what you're going to say, is around next season. I know I'm jumping the gun on it, we've got plenty of games to play, but in general terms, you've been a player, you've approached the end of a season, some players don't know whether they're going to be on contract, they're going to be in this club or somewhere else next year. You've had to handle that as a player. Handling it as a manager of players, what's your approach on that for motivation and supporting the guys who may or may not be here next year?
Yeah, it's a tricky one, and obviously new for me. I've experienced it as a player, and I've experienced not been asked to come back again in pre-season. At the minute, the lads are doing superb, and they deserve the rewards. If we do stay up, then we'll have that conversation. Obviously, we've got a budget to meet, so we'll be looking at that as well. But there's some good players in this club. I think we're in a bit of a false position. We should be a little bit higher up the league, but it's a very, very tough league. So these little links with Bolton and Fleetwoods that we do have, we need to keep them strong. And if we have got a little bit of a shorter budget than everybody else, it helps bringing people in on loan like your Kingys and your Gerards and your Lukes.
And I assume a lot of your contacts in Yorkshire as well that we might be able to use in the future, I would have thought.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've got some good links with some clubs up our way as well. Obviously, I've been over in Manchester a long time now, so I'll probably have more over this side of it now, knowing more players over here. So, yeah, it's something that we'll be thinking about. Obviously, it's take it game by game. We're not out of trouble yet. It's 6 games in the league to go, I think, and it's like 6 cup finals.
And clearly you're enjoying it, and Jack and Tom are clearly enjoying it as well, even though we've been through a rough spell. So I assume at some point there'll be talks about what's going to happen with you next year and what's going to happen with them. And are you waiting for that, or are you pushing for that? What's happening from your point of view?
To be honest, we're not taking anything for granted. We don't know we're going to be here next year. We hope we are. Everybody knows this is where I want to play my football and now manage the football team. So we're literally just taking it one training session, one game at a time. I know it sounds like an old cliche, but we're enjoying it. Tom and Jack are really doing well with the coaching side of it. The lads have shown us so much respect and a great attitude since we have started. So we're just enjoying it game by game at the minute, and when the time comes to sit down with the people above, then we will do.
And each 3 points we get obviously makes it a little bit easier and sleep a little bit easier and all the rest of it. So another couple of wins and we'll be breathing a bit more easily, although I'm not saying it's not going to go down to the last game. But, you know, as each win we get, it just makes it a little bit easier, I would imagine. Yeah,
of course it does, yeah. We're playing well at the minute. We've kind of turned it around a little bit, so the games can't come quick enough. We'd like a midweeker this week to keep the momentum going, but not to be. We'll have a good training session on Tuesday and Thursday as well, and then we'll go again Saturday, and hopefully we'll bring 3 points back from Leamington.
Well, congratulations today. I know it was a really difficult sort of occasion, really, with the two sending off. But like you say, we did what we had to do. You've got to beat what's in front of you, haven't you? And that's what we've done today. So well done, and well done to all the players. And when you see Jeff King, give him our thanks for what he's done for us while he's been here. Cheers, Tom.
Appreciate it. Thank you.